Hello and welcome to the best PT Rex build. In today's video, I'll be covering the best build, obviously, but with two bonus builds, a grab build and an apex killing build. I'll be including a PvP tutorial using all the builds, survival tips, and much more. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you, and enjoy. So you're ready to make your Rex. Okay, pick any subspecies you like, it doesn't change the stats. I prefer stocky. Once you spawn in, you'll notice you are quite fast actually, like you zoom around as a baby. You can jump as well, even though it eats away at your stamina. And you take, classic Apex full damage, like it messes you up, but as a baby you can take a drop. And you have a baby skin that blends in actually quite nicely with browns and desert shrubs. Once you hit adolescent, you will have unlocked most of your abilities, so you know what that means. It's time for the build. Okay, to start this off, I want to say the best build, in my opinion, is a build that works in all situations. So to start off the best build, we're going to be using the Bone Break Sense. And obviously, as you can guess, we're going to be using the Bone Break Bite, Crushing Bite. Now I know Charged Bite is good, but don't worry, I will get into covering that. But for a general build, I still think Bone Break is easily the best, as it is the most useful in every situation. Now I know I just said the Bone Break thing was a sense, but this is the actual sense. Lone Hunter. It gives us plus 10% increased damage at all times. Like, you don't have to do anything for it, you just have to be solo. Now for this build, we actually can't use this ability. Thrash doesn't work, you need to have something grabbed, but Thrash is arguably better than Pulverize. So for the sake of filling out the slots, we're going to equip it. Now although we're not using grab for this build, I will be showcasing a grab build, so I want to share this tip with you. I'm thrashing a Kentro after I've grabbed him, and I'm about to run out of stamina, so what do? I just crouch, look down, and bite it the second I run out of stamina. Now for hide, I know there are some endurant gamers out there, but I honestly just think Resilient is better. As a Rex, and I'll show this in a minute, you actually don't need turning. Now you might be thinking, yeah you do, every dino needs turning. You don't need that extra trot speed, and I'll show you how to PvP as a Rex sacrificing that, because we're also not going to be using balanced tail. So yeah, I think Resilient Hide is better. Now for this general best build, I think, well, for back limb, Red Herring is amazing, you have to be using it. It's got amazing ambush potential, it's great. And we're also going to be using Kick. Now me personally, I'm a Kick hater. I don't think it's very good, I'm just not a fan, but I know that a lot of more, less experienced players like to use Kick as almost a crutch. They don't have to worry too much about positioning their body because they know they have Kick, and I understand that, so that's why we're going to be using it. Oh my god! Yes, you see it right, that is a tail attack on an Apex with a Kick. Oh my god! Yeah, I know, crazy stuff, but honestly, I like tail attack on Rex. It does a really nice bit of damage, and like I said before, you don't need great turning on Rex if you know how to position and turn yourself correctly. And I'll show you all of that in about a minute's time, so keep watching. Now for your buff cool, of course we're going to go with Deep Rumble. Deep Rumble on Rex is a godsend. Taking 20% less damage is a Rex's dream. You pop it and just face tank, and you just win. It's amazing, equip it. Now this is how the final build should look. This is what I believe to be the best PT Rex build. I think if you can only equip one build, it should be this. But if you can switch them out and change your build on the fly, then I would recommend you trying out this Apex Killer build. If you see another Apex on the horizon, switch onto this build and just destroy them. The use of Charged Bite against other Apexes is amazing, and you will make light work of the competition. And now this final bonus build is a grab build, and this build is a lot more fun and more casual of a build. You can grab people, thrash them around. It's a build I like to run myself when I'm playing casually and just wanting to have a good time. Now to start off this PvP tutorial, I want to assume I don't need to tell you guys how to kill mid-tiers and anything other than Apexes as a PT Rex. Just do what I do on screen. Red Herring, run up to them, bone break them, bite them 3 times, bone break them again, and kill them. Now we've got that out of the way, let's fight a Spino using the best build. I want to show you that even though this build isn't specialised at killing apexes, it can still do so very easily. I pop my Deep Rumble and now I'm going to go in for a Crushing Bite. We demobilise the Spino so it can't tail ride us as easily. And now I'm starting to tail ride because, you know, the Spino's bone broke, it can't turn around very easily. I'm tail riding, now I'm face tanking, which is perfectly fine because I'm a Rex. Look at that, good turning and just skilled turning means I don't need all those. Look at, once again, just doing a little like brake check and a precise movement little maneuver means you don't need balanced tail and all the extra turning stuff. You don't have to sacrifice it. Look at that, once again, and because we're not using balanced tail, I'm able to stack tail attack damage. I'm able to hit him with my tail attack while I'm on bite cooldown and just get free damage. Now I'm face tanking because I'm a Rex, I can do so. I go in for a bone break, I miss it, so I disengage with a tail attack, and now the Spino's behind me. And what do I have? Tail attack, thank God. And he's tail riding me, and when I decide I'm done being tail rode, I just turn around. Like, it's that easy. You don't need the extra turning on Rex if you just choose to win. You know what I mean though, right? Like, skilled turning can carry you. Now let me show you the Apex Killer build in action. He pops his pain inhibitor, so I go, okay, come on in, and I charge up a charged bite. Now obviously the Giga can come in, so he wasted his pain inhibitor. He goes in for a charge, and like I said, you don't need the extra turning on Rex. I was easily able to avoid it, and now I'm charging up another charged bite. He runs directly into it, gets hit with a full charged, and now I'm popping my, what's it called? Deep Rumble, yeah, that's it. I pop my Deep Rumble while he's tail riding me. Once my bites are back up, I turn around and go face to face with the Giga. I know I'm up. I hit a massive charged bite at the beginning of the fight, and I've got Deep Rumble. I know I'm leading on damage. He charges up a bulldoze, so I say okay. I go in for a tail attack and I disengage while charging up a charged bite. That means if this Giga chooses to come in, he just gets hit with a massive bit of damage. He walks away, so I'm like, alright, I'm not going to chase after you, I want my stam. He goes in for another bulldoze, so I'm just going to trade a bite here. I know I'm up on damage, I'll just trade. He's trying to circle me, but honestly, there's not much he can do. I charge up another charged bite, and I say, yeah, come on in. And look, he just gets forced to disengage. This is the thing with charged bite. Don't overextend, don't waste your stamina. Charge it and just stand there and look at them. Either they have to back off, or you just get massive damage. Now I'm playing it slow. I'm looking for a charged bite, but I have to wait until the right position. And there it is. The Giga is cornered against the water. I know where he's going to go, so I can predict him. I run up onto him, hit him on the tail, and because charged bite doesn't have a linked cooldown, I'm able to instantly bite. And it's that easy. The Giga is dead. GG's, and I'm left with half health. Now this build is nasty, and I want to prove it to you before we move on to the grab build. So I'm going to show you another fight using the Apex Killer build. I've charged up a bite, landed it, and now I'm running away using Deep Rumble. I position myself nicely against these rocks because I know if I turn correctly, I'll be either cornered against the rock, which is fine because I'm a Rex, or I will push him against the rock. I had my back to the rock, which was nice because I could face tank for a second, and now I'm running away charging up another charged bite. Now like I said, you don't need that extra turning to turn well. I was doing precise movement there, and I was able to easily land a charged bite. Don't underestimate these charged bites as well, by the way. These do a lot of damage. I'm charging up another one. What is happening? Is World War III happening outside? Am I living in a war zone? This happened last video. Well hey, while the war blows over, why don't you check out my second channel, nvGunn? It's literally just more content. It's a place I mainly put PvP content when I have an overflow for like a build video or something. And I'm also going to post just general compilations there of random funny moments, PvP, fails, all that kind of thing. Just more content. I think you might like it. Well, now you're aware of the best second channel ever, it's time to get back into this fight. I'm biting the duck's tail here, literally just tail riding. I get stuck on these rocks and the duck manages to lose me. I charge up another charged bite and I go in for a hit. I look up to try and land it on the tail, but sadly I miss it. Now I'm going to play a bit more passively, just waiting to see what the duck does. Now the duck is turning up here, which I think is just a bad play. I know I'm going to be able to bite him here. He comes in, trades with me, perfectly fine by me. I'm a Rex, you don't want to trade with a Rex. And now I see an opening here to do a charged bite, but I actually miss it sadly. It doesn't matter, I missed it, but I still have a ridiculous health lead. The duck turns here and gets itself in an awkward position, and I see an opportunity to finish this fight. I bite him twice and he dies. GG's. And now it's time to showcase the grab build. We're going to be fighting 2 Alios to do this. Yeah, this isn't exactly a balanced fight, but that's not the point. We're just showing off the build. I'm getting jumped, I try and do a few grabs, but I miss them. So my next course of action is just to do some bites. Make him think that I'm not only going for grabs, because I'm not. I go for a kick there. This Alio is getting way too brave, I can tell. And I see an opportunity here, I go for the grab, and I land it. And you know what that means? It's time to thrash him around. I pop one thrash, pop another. He's taking massive damage here. The other one's coming in, but this Alio's dead. And this Alio's just flabbergasted. Astounded, confused, shocked, and now it's dead. GG's. Now it's time for some camo skins. Now for starters, we have my personal favourite skin, Forest. It's green, green, and more green. And as seen on screen, it's green. Oh, that's so stupid. Focus up. This is Tigress. It's our desert skin. It's actually really nice, really effective, and a plus side is it's really cheap. And this is Forest again. This is the Woodland edition. This is a bit more beigey on the bottom, a bit more yellowy than greeny. It blends in really nicely in the dark woods areas. For things to avoid, the usual stuff applies. Don't go in terrain like this. Yes, you are a Rex, but you don't want to get cornered by multiple apexes while travelling through a stupid location. And don't go here or anywhere that full damage could be a major issue, because you're an apex. Just don't be dumb. Now, with the basic terrain rules just being use common sense, let's talk about some counters. First we have Pounce Dinos. Of course, you're a big apex, Pounce Dinos are going to cause you some issues. Next we have Torvo. Torvo is the most overtuned mod out there. I don't know if that's true, but it's like really good. It smokes apexes, you know, be careful of it. Acro, oof. Acro messes up PT Rex, and Acro can very easily just run around bleeding you out, and there's honestly not much you can do. Not without the Bone Break build, and with the Bone Break build you're going to struggle more against apexes, so like, it's a hard situation. Be careful of Acros. And OG Rex absolutely obliterates PT Rex. An OG Rex with face tank is the biggest counter. All they have to do is spin and you can't do anything. If you do charged bites, all they do is just turn around and run until the charged bite is done, and then you lose some stamina. Like there's really not much you can do against an OG Rex unless they have a major skill issue or unless you are an absolute chat. And now let's talk about herbivore counters. An experienced bars player will kill just about anything in this game, so obviously be careful of bars, feel them out before you commit to the fight. An EO, I mean, there's really not much you can do against an EO, and I'm not trying to be rude here, but if someone in the comments tells me they consistently kill EOs using PT Rex, the EOs you're fighting may be children, like maybe 6 years or younger. Nah, I'm just messing with you, but unless you're an absolute beast, stay away from EOs. And Theory, oof, a Theory with the correct build and enough skills will mess you up. Like, Theory is really good played in the right hands. But that's all I've got for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you would consider subscribing to my second channel, it would be greatly appreciated. The link is in the pinned comment. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.